All right, my Pisces, welcome to Tarot NY Oracle, where we get into the cloud to see what we see. Thank you so much for joining. This is your mirror soul reading. And this is for, of course, our Pisces and how you are mirroring with your mirror soul. Divine masculine counterpart will be here. Divine feminine counterpart will be here. And I will be drawing energy for feelings, intentions, current energy, actions. But mostly this is about helping you to see what to focus on and what is going to help you align within yourself, which in turn will help your twin flame, twin soul align with him or herself, and eventually union between you two. There is a strong warning, though, that most people who are in true mirror soul connections, you know, it can take a couple lifetimes, a few lifetimes. The love will continue through space and time. You're always connected. It's an illusion that you are not connected. Just because you're not in the same physical space or living together or in a commitment, you're always energetically connected to your mirror soul. But it can take a lot of lifetimes for the alignment within yourself to occur, as well as the alignment within your counterpart to occur. And remember, the purpose of this connection is for your spiritual awakening. So there should be, or will be, a lot of spiritual events occurring in your life. You may be having visions, telepathy. You may be having really strange sensations that you know is your person, not you. Like as if you have a real physical twin. A lot of times physical twins will say, I felt a very sharp pain in my hand the other day, and I just knew it was coming from my physical twin. And they called them up and they're like, yeah, a hammer just fell on my hand. So you have experiences like this. Although you are not physical twins, you are energetic twins, because you are sharing a soul, the same soul or same soul frequency within two different bodies, two different experiences. So there is a mirrored effect, which is for your higher development, your higher purpose. So let's go ahead and dive in. And as you develop spiritually, you also learn to align within yourself, which then influences your counterpart's energy. Your energies will be influencing each other, sometimes pushing and pulling, definitely mirroring. So your overall energy is prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. This energy is all about something beautiful in money. Abundance is coming your way. And especially if you're inquiring about a financial matter, something good is happening in that respect. You might be doubting your self-worth, but remember, you have everything you need. You just need to believe in yourself. Soon you can afford the things you're dreaming of. Get clear on what you value most to have that sense of peace. Take time out to pamper yourself. And this is a reminder to start a savings account, no matter how small. So we also get to other energies. The masculines is it's okay to be misunderstood. Perception is not always based on the truth. And we're going to go ahead and dive into his current energy and feelings for his feminine and connection. So the Six of Wands, he's feeling very confident. He's feeling like we can have success here. He, for some reason, I want to say a chip on his shoulder. So for some of you, that may be the case. But there's a strong sense of him just riding victorious on his, you know, stallion. And it's, of course, stallions are black, but, you know, you get the idea. So there's a sense of him just feeling like he has success. He's got it in his hands. He knows what he's doing. He's a confident boss. And we get the Ace of Pentacles, which is an energy of how he feels in this connection, which is he wants to start something real, something grounded, something meaningful, something that will last. There is a lot of potential and possibility he may see here. He may want to do life with you. There's a sense of doing life with you or redoing something in his life, which will allow him to be with you. It's okay to be misunderstood. Of course, we get the number 18, which is a 9, which means He's getting close to learning what he needs to learn. I had to stop for a minute because my kitty cat jumped on the table, so I had to put him in the room. He wanted to join. So there's a message around it's okay to be misunderstood. This is 1 and 8 equals 9. So there's a sense that you are coming to the realizations of things. All your energy is processing and it's almost done. You're almost there, kind of a sense, but you still have some work to do. Perception is not always based on the truth. So there's a reminder that just because people perceive you a certain way doesn't mean that's what the truth is. You know your truth, God knows your truth, and so hang on to that. We also get from the feminine side what her oracle, what she's feeling in this connection, and her overall energy. Her overall energy is the Page of Pentacles. So there's a strong sense that she also feels like she wants to be able to make that step toward making something more firm, more real, more foundational between you guys. The masculine, of course, feels like he has a lot more potential, possibility, and there might be something he needs to redo in his own life. He's coming with a lot of confidence. She's coming like she's not really sure if this is going to make her happy. She's not really sure if happiness is here, but she feels a little stuck in her own emotions about where to get her happiness from. And remember, your happiness is within you, right? And so you can't rely on another person to make you happy. It's not up to your masculine or feminine to make you happy. It's up to you to find that within yourself. That's what's called alignment, and that's part of the alignment process within yourself before you can come together. So she has a little bit of work to do within herself in finding her own emotional happiness. I do see, though, that she is wanting to move forward and build something foundationally with her masculine and or in life. She might have some opportunities as well with money coming up, because we did get the strong prosperity lies ahead. He also has the Ace of Pentacles. So there may be something in business or money that you both are starting and building, and you might even be doing something together in this business as well. This is a strong Taurus energy, so some of you may be connecting to a Taurus, but you don't have to be. I also see that she has transformation. So things are changing at a cellular level, deep healing, which is very needed because emotionally she still needs to feel more grounded within herself and find her own happiness within herself. And there's a transformation that she's making in order to find that abundance within, but also prosperity without, because abundance will be coming. So let's go ahead and dive into blockages, advice, and past energy. So the masculine is bringing his Knight of Swords. So there might be some arguments between you, not being on the same page, bantering that gets a little more tense. Is a strong energy. For me, when I see the Knight of Swords, it's like charging in and sometimes avoiding issues or avoiding the connection, maybe even avoiding discussions because you don't want to have an argument. There is a strong sense of the Knight of Swords, which is your advice around the dark night of the soul. So when we look at the dark night of the soul for the masculine, this is the blockage that he'll be processing over the next 30 days. I do read for current energy, but current energy doesn't shift that much when I do in-depth readings, as I do on Saturdays and Friday, Saturday, and Sunday with my collective You versus Them and Marisol. It's really the Saturday and Sunday readings really go in depth, and so their energy that is projected for the next 30 days. If you are steering your ship the same direction, you can always course correct your ship, make it go slower, faster, change direction. So keep that in mind. This is just to give you an idea of the energy. The dark night of the soul, you are undergoing a deep transformation. Trust that this darkness is leading to light. So as the feminine is transforming on a cellular level, her energy is influencing her masculine's energy, and he's also going through a deep undergoing transformation. And trust that this darkness is leading to light. The Knight of Swords is an energy of advice, which means you're going through a lot of stress, anxiety, nightmares. You might be having a hard time sleeping, but trust that this process is for your good. This is because you are going through all those dark shadows within yourself, all those issues, all the trauma, all the drama, all the triggers. And as you go through this, it does rise to the surface: anxiety, stress, nightmares, depression, not being able to sleep. And this is so that you can look at and focus on what you need in order to transform what it is that will be better for you as you mature, as you align within your own energy. So there's a sense that you may have had a connection with your feminine that might have felt argumentative, or something that you're avoiding because you don't want an argument. And so this is going to help you so that you can have that open communication that feels more harmonious and aligned with your feminine. When we look into the feminine's energy for blockages, advice, and her past, which is the energy connecting you to, we do get the Two of Cups. And so in her past energy, she is feeling like this is a soulmate, soul twin connection. This is a 1-1 energy coming together. And she's feeling like she's feeling the love. She's feeling in love. She can feel the love for you, maybe the love you have for her, even though things might be a little heated at times. And I also see that her advice is the Knight of Wands reversed. So in the upright, there's a sense of playing around, giving your sexuality, your intimacy too soon, a sense of player energy. I'm here for the booty call. So in reverse, the advice is around being a bit more reserved around your intimacy, your physical connectivity, being a bit more consistent and committed with what you're wanting from your person and from yourself in this connection, and to not just show up with temptation in order to keep it going, but to keep it real. And your blockage is your inner critic. Challenge the voice of self-doubt. It is often shaped by past conditioning, not truth. So the advice around this is your past conditioning might have been like, in order to make this connection work, I need to move fast. I need to get intimate quickly to make sure that he doesn't leave. And there's a sense that you need to challenge the self-doubt that you don't need to give too much of yourself before it's the right time, and you can be reserved and still hold the truth of the connection and the intimacy and the emotion, and it's not going to go anywhere. So don't do something out of fear, but instead don't rely on the past conditioning of the past, but to see where your connection is now, the truth of it now, and rest in that. So that's what we get for your blockages that you're both working through over the next 30 days. I do see a 1 in the masculine energy here and a 1-1 in the feminine energy. So we do have another 1-1. We get a 1-1, of course, coming together in the energy here. So let's go ahead and dive down into our energies around what it is that your masculine's intentions are and what your masculine's actions are. And then I'm going to draw for this and be right back. All right, completely forgot to draw for the focused pile. So wanted to get that done. I didn't want to take too much more time on video. So what I get for intentions from the masculine side is, of course, the 6 of Cups. So his intention, this is a strong energy around past lives, someone you have a strong history with. For many of you, you have a lot of history with this person. You have a lot of memories. But for some of you, it is just a past life connection. For many of you, it's both. But there's a sense of focusing, his intention is focusing on his inner child. Who he was as a child, what made him him. Take gender as it resonates. And the dark night of the soul is undergoing a transformation. So it's like taking those childhood wounds, the love that you didn't get, all of that trauma, those dramas, those triggers, and really looking at that, taking that time to know that even though you're feeling a lot of anxiety and stress around this dark night of the soul experience, you're going through it, of course, for a purpose, and the purpose is to make you transformed, just as it is with the divine feminine. Remember that perception is not always based on truth. So there's something around who you are versus who people perceive you to be, and there's some sort of truth that you need to come to more balance around, and that has to do with who you are. Who you were as a child is who you are, and not who necessarily people see you as. And a lot of times when we have traumas, those show up and people believe that's part of our personality, but that's not our personality. That's just the trauma through life. And so there's a strong importance in separating those two things, what you've been through, what's happened to you, versus who you actually are. So there's a lesson in that for you over the next 30 days. So I do also get from the masculine side, what he's going to do is come into clarity, be honest with himself. And this will oftentimes translate to honesty with his divine feminine. So this is a really strong sense, very beautiful. You know, he's looking into his past and he's being honest with himself. He's looking into who he really is and he's being honest with himself. And I do get this energy of focus. So what the masculine needs to focus on over the next 30 days is what's making him resist fully opening up emotionally to his feminine, fully connecting, fully being present emotionally, to taking that next step of intimacy emotionally, not just physically, sexually with his feminine. So I want to go ahead and dive into our feminine space. What we have in our intentions, and we have our lovers for intentions. We have the Ace of Pentacles, which is a beautiful mirrored energy here, for actions, and then what we have to focus on. So the lover's energy is her intention, which is what she also has as her energy in the past. Her past is a Two of Cups, which is soulmate energy, feeling the love, feeling the connection between you two. Can you feel the love tonight by Elton John is what's coming through. And this is where her emotions are at, right? At least from the past, and also what she intends to do. This intention is a twin flame energy. So she feels it very strongly. There's a lot of love in her soul, her spirit, her emotion. What her intention is in this connection is pure, but she's not feeling fully like this is happiness yet between you. And there's an energy around needing to transform, where she's misunderstanding that happiness comes from. It's not happiness that comes from someone else making you happy, but you becoming happy within yourself and whole within yourself. So we also get a strong energy around the Ace of Pentacles, which is what she's going to do. So what she's going to do is what the masculine feels in this relationship, which is the Ace of Pentacles. It's all the potential, all the possibility, rebuilding life together, doing life together, starting something with a foundation, wanting that. So she's going to go toward that with her masculine, and her masculine is also in that energy. So I feel like it's going to work out for you guys, because you both are on the same page of wanting to come together. So there's a sense of, if you guys are together now, there's a sense of a next step that you guys are going to be taking where you're on the same page. If you guys are in separation, this is coming together and you guys are on the same page about it. So beautiful work, guys, my Pisces people. I also see the King of Cups, which is a really strong energy of what you should focus on right now. So this is all about your foundation. And again, this was the energy that was showing up in the feminine's current energy. So this is all about focusing on what you want in the commitment, what you want in your foundation, what you want between you. But also, this is a strong energy around your money, your work, your career. So there's something going on that's related to this connection that is allowing you to start something new in your career, your money. And there's a strong reminder, a strong energy here that is saying focus on that so that you can build that and multiply that. And it's either you two are working together on that, or this connection has inspired that. So very beautiful. Let's go ahead and see what we get here. We do have our 1, our 1, 1, our 1, 1 coming together here. And we also have another 1 here. So we do get 1. We do have a 1, 1, 1, 1 sequence. So beautiful. Let's see if we get anything else. This is, of course, a 6, and this is a 6. We have 2 6s on our outer rim, and we also have another 6 here, so we get like a 6 and 6 and a 6, which is interesting. We do get our 2 knights on the inside, and knights are a value of 3. We also have another knight here. So what's interesting about this is there are 3 knights and they both hold a value of 3, so we get a 3, 3, 3. So we have a 1, 1, 1, 1, and a 3, 3, 3. Let's see here. And our soulmate, soul twin energy, we get 1, 2, 3 indications that this is a soulmate or twin soul, mirror soul connection. We also get our past history, so very beautiful. All right, so that's what I'm seeing for you. And thank you so much for joining. Remember, I focus on soul tribes, soulmates, soul twins. We dive deeper into a collective once a week on Fridays, so you can see what's going on with your person's feelings. On Saturdays, we do you versus them, your person's feelings, thoughts, wants, and actions. And we do 1 sign a month, and we get really in depth. And this is also connected to your soul tribe, soulmate, or soul twin. And of course, we do mirror souls on Sundays, where we go really in depth with just mirror souls. Some soulmates can also resonate, and really just focuses on the growth, the mirroring, what you need to focus on to align in order to have your own alignment and hopefully union in this lifetime. But know that a lot of times, it takes several lifetimes. Like, share, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you guys in the next 30 days.